Terminator run through a wall.
We're going to run some clock, or maybe some.
This team is destined.
It's Broad Street Sports, where Philly sports aren't just a game, it's a way of life. Hosted by a guy who's borderline obsessed with wins and losses and keeps every single show unfiltered. Now, here's your host of Broad Street Sports. Give it up for Ryan Knight.
Oh, man. Welcome on in, everybody, to the Broad Street Sports Phillies post-game show. I'll tell you what, I didn't know the Phillies had this in them. I didn't know. I did know the Phillies were able to beat the Mets. And look, I mean, they kept you on the edge of your seat until the final out. But here's the thing. Let's look at the positives from tonight. Aaron Nola, this was the best he looked the entire year. He had crappy starts since he came back from injury, looked great. The bullpen shut him down. I thought Robertson looked very, very good. Strahm was shaky, and Duran was shaky out of the pen. But I thought it was good to see that they were fighting. I thought it was good to see that they were shutting them down. And on top of it, this is how it's going to be come postseason time. This is what it's going to be like. One-run games. Your bullpen's got to shut them down. Your bullpen has to close them, has to bring the energy, has to bring the fight. And they brought it tonight. I'm very happy with what I saw, especially out of Aaron Nola, especially in a game where your offense gave you no juice. Your offense really gave you nothing. Yeah, I mean, there's just not much to talk about when it comes to this baseball game tonight. Not much to talk about. So welcome on in, everybody, to Broad Street Sports, your home for the best Philly sports talk every single day and unfiltered. Today's show and every show is brought to you by Scola's Perfect Scoop, South Philly's home for Sundays, milkshakes, acai bowls, and more for 5 years. You guys want to call into the show, 215-839-8246. That's the number to get in. Again, not much to talk about. Your offense gave you nothing. They got shut down again by Nolan McLean. Once again, shut down. I mean, you were lucky that, you got saved by Aaron Nola today. And I'm not being negative by any means, but your offense has to give you more. Your offense, I mean, look, if you can't hit Nolan McLean, that's fine. I get he's a very good pitcher. Let's not, deter from the fact that he's a very good pitcher. But if you can't hit up on Helsley, you can't hit up on the Mets bullpen, something's not right. I thought the lineup that they rolled out there today was like a joke. Harper, Schwarber, Realmuto, Kepler, like the lineup didn't make a lot of sense. But you got the win though. And at the end of the day, I mean, that's what matters. But we're not going to look at today and say, yeah, the Phillies won because of their offense. No, you won today because Aaron Nola was able to be the Aaron Nola that we know that he can be. We won today because Aaron Nola pitched lights out. We won today because our bullpen, for the most part, was able to shut it down, was able to throw a good game. See, I mean, that's, again, that's just what it is. Nola was great. Robertson was great out of the pen as well. Strahm, here's what I'll say about Strahm in all seriousness. Matt Strahm, how do I word this? I don't feel comfortable with Matt Strahm pitching being a setup guy. I don't feel comfortable with Matt Strahm as a setup guy. Today showed he's way too shaky, way too wild, letting too much traffic on the bases. Kept you on the edge of your seat there, too. You had no idea what was going to happen with Strahm in that ball game. You had no idea. So, And for the people that are wondering, oh, well, if you don't want Strom there, then who would you rather want? I'd rather have Banks. You know what I mean? I'd rather have Banks in that situation. Matt Strom has proved over and over and over again that he can't pitch in that big-time spot. Eighth inning, has to shut the door. You know, he did, but it was shaky. And he made you, watch. I mean, he made you sit on the edge of your seat the entire night with that, too. He really, really did. So I mean, we've touched on, I mean, again, like I said, there's not much to talk about in tonight's game. You win 1-0. And as I continue to say, yeah, the Phillies won 1-0. It was great. Good to win against the Mets. I didn't know that we were able to beat the Mets. But the bigger picture is that they know how to beat teams in the postseason. Because, look, when the postseason comes around, you, are going to have your starting pitcher and your bullpen play lights out. Because when postseason comes around, there's a lot of one-run games, a lot of games where it's a tie game and your bullpen has to come in and hold the other team back. So this was a good little test. Nola is 6 innings, 3 hits, 7 strikeouts, outstanding out of him. So again, this is your bullpen, your pitching staff. This is what it's going to be like come postseason. This is what it's going to be like when you have to face the Brewers, or you got to face the Dodgers. You got to face the Mets, or, the Reds, or a lot of one-run games, a lot of games where, hey, we got to get the best of the best out of you, and we have to trust that you're going to shut the door. That's it. Hold on, let's read here. So when I was set up the stream earlier about, I don't know, 9:15 or whatever it was, he tweets in, he says, Dax for Jicks of the Phillies. Yeah, so that was when Duran was trying to blow the game. I'm surprised about Nola. I am 1,000% surprised too. This Mets team is the worst thing money can buy. Will always be the same old Mets. I'm also certain they are missing the playoffs. My man, Five Borough Sports. My man, Joe. He is the next big thing in New York sports talk. My main man. Go check him out. I don't know if any of you guys on here are Mets fans, but if you're Mets fans, go check him out. Five Borough Sports. Phillies have the pitching to win it all. Yeah, no, I do believe the Phillies have the pitching to win it all. That's not what I'm saying. It's just we've seen over and over and over again, can they be consistent about it, though? Can they pitch consistently? We've seen it already where, dude, Duran has a hard time being consistent. One of the best closers in the game has a hard time being consistent. He has a hard time pitching at home. I mean, how many games has he almost blown at home? A lot. Again, I mean, I've touched on Strom. I mean, he's been way too inconsistent. Kirkring, the same thing. These guys are inconsistent. I trust the starting pitching enough, right? I trust Sanchez. I think Sanchez is one of the guys that I just trust automatically. I do trust I trust Luzardo more than I trust Ranger. Feels crazy to say, but I trust Luzardo more than I trust Ranger. And I'd love to see if we're able to use Walker Buehler come postseason time. If we're able to use him in that rotation, maybe the starting rotation, I mean, he does have playoff experience. That would be very nice to see if we're able to use Walker Buehler. That would be just great. So let's get into the Trey Turner injury. I'll tell you what, it makes me sad to know Trey Turner's injured, man. I know I've talked a lot of smack about him over the past couple of years for his performance, but he's having such a great year, man. And the fact that he's out now, and when he first got injured, the report right after was maybe a week or two. Now the report today is he's going to miss a couple weeks, and hopefully he'll be back for the postseason. That sucks, man. That hurts the team. I mean, the guy's hitting great, getting on base almost every single night, much better defensively than he has been in recent years. Not great, but much better as recently. He's been a menace getting on base. So losing Trey Turner hurts a lot. And it really hurts and makes me sad the fact that they're saying it's a possibility he comes back for the postseason. That's not good news, folks. That's not good news. When he started out 1 to 2 weeks, now it's 3 to 4 weeks, and hopefully postseason time he's back. You know, that creeps me out, man. That makes me scared. So Trey Turner is having a great year, and it really, really sucks that the year he's having a great year, he's injured, and it sucks. It really, really does suck. Again, not much to talk about tonight, but let's get to our Broad Street Sports player of the game. The player of the game tonight, brought to you by Scola's Perfect Scoop in South Philly, is no one other than Aaron Nola. 6 innings, 3 hits, 7 strikeouts, and 2 walks. This is his best start of the season by far. He looked great. And knowing that he was probably going to get no offensive production, I mean, the Phillies gave him no offensive production tonight. He had to be lights out. He pitched very, very well. And he sucked the entire season and has been really, really bad since he came back from injury. So it was great to see the vintage Aaron Nola. It would be great to see what he can do to build on this, because I'm thinking of that they're going to use him come postseason time in big scenarios. We have to have the old Aaron Nola. We have to have the vintage Aaron Nola that's going to shut you down. His changeup, his curveball, outstanding tonight. He looked great. So Aaron Nola is our player of the game. Absolute player of the game. No, he was great, man. He was absolutely wonderful. It was fun to watch. Like, it's fun to watch the Phillies and Aaron Nola have a good game. It was not like it was stress-free. Let's not say it was stress-free. It was definitely not stress-free. But it was definitely fun to watch Aaron Nola go to work. Nick Castellanos getting some hits. Bader, 3-hit day again. He's been amazing. So that's where we're at, man. You know what I mean? That's where we're at. Not a lot to talk about, but you have a lot to talk about when it comes to Aaron Nola. Am I bought in on Aaron Nola? Absolutely not. Do I think that he's going to turn back into the Aaron Nola that he was in recent years? No, not right now. But I just hope that he can build on this and can continue to be a productive piece. But, yeah, I mean, we've touched on Nola. We've touched on, this is how postseason games are going to be. We touched on Trey Turner. We touched on a lot of different things tonight. I mean, not a lot. I mean, it's just where it is, but not much to talk about. Let's go Phillies type playoff game. Absolutely. Nola was outstanding. Yes, he was. Next man up. Absolutely. And again, I mean, that's where it is. It's always in professional sports and any sport for that matter. Next man up. One guy gets hurt. The next guy's got to step in and play good, productive ball. Ryan here says, need Harper to start clutching up again. Yeah, Harper's been severely crappy this year. I don't know how to put it. I had a word in my head. He's just been severely underwhelming this year. Not the same clutch gene. Like when you see Bryce Harper coming up to bat, you think A, strikeout, B, ground out. That's what we've seen out of Harper consistently now. He's not being the consistent Bryce Harper. And again, I think come postseason time, that should be different. I mean, we've seen Bryce Harper be Bryce Harper come postseason time, of course. But right now, he has not been, the Bryce Harper that we're accustomed to. And a lot of people say that that's on injuries and whatever. I don't know if it's on injuries. I don't know. It just bothers me, man. Like, we need to have Bryce Harper be Bryce Harper, especially in series like this, be no show offense again, no shows getting, shut down by a rookie, even though Nolan McLean is great. I don't know. I'm not going to sit here and stress about Bryce. I do believe Bryce Harper is going to turn it around come postseason. I mean, he should come postseason time. We've seen him turn into a different animal come postseason time. But he does have to really step it up because these Mets games this week, I mean, this is postseason baseball. 1,000% postseason baseball. The atmosphere is postseason baseball. The teams are playing like playoff baseball. The Phillies are now 8 games up in the division. Yeah. Again, Nola's stat line tonight, 6 innings, 3 hits, 7 strikeouts, and 2 walks. Great. Trey Turner, his injury. Again, if you had not heard the injury report, he has a hamstring injury. Trey Turner has the hamstring injury. They initially said when it happened, a week or 2 or whatever. And then now I'm hearing hopefully he's back by postseason. That kind of scares me. It kind of creeps me out. We'll see what happens with that. But I feel comfortable with Amundo Sosa at shortstop. I do. What was I going to say? I don't know. And now Bohm is also on the IL. They just put Bohm on the IL today as well, which is why Otto Kemp is up. I don't know. I don't even remotely know why Bohm is on the IL, but at this point, I don't care. He does more damage to this baseball team than he actually helps, man. But yeah, thank you guys all for tuning in to the Phillies post-game show here on Broad Street Sports, your home for the best Philly sports talk every single day and unfiltered. Today's show and every show is brought to you by Scola's Perfect Scoop in South Philly. I will see you all tomorrow night with another hopeful Phillies win against the Mets at home. Again, I'm sorry for not an in-depth show. There's just not much that happened tonight besides Aaron Nola. But thank you all for tuning in. I really, really, really appreciate every single one of you guys joining in. Make sure if you guys are still on the show, make sure you guys hit the like button and subscribe. Hitting the like button and subscribing helps me out, but really, really, really hit that like button. I'd greatly, greatly, greatly appreciate it. But thank you all for tuning in to the post-game show. I will see you all tomorrow following the Phillies versus Mets. Hopefully, will the Phillies win. Harper has been absolutely insane.
I'm ready to run through a wall.
We're going to run some clock, or maybe some.
This team is destined